You are not broken. You are coded. And no one ever told you because no one ever knew. They tried to fix you with labels, medicate you with strategies, motivate you with empty speeches. But no one ever looked deep enough to see what you actually are. You're not a mistake. You're an ancient signal trapped in a modern structure, and that signal is screaming to be remembered. This is episode 1 of a series that will make your entire life make sense. Not because I say so, but because the part of you that's been hidden will start to wake up. And when it wakes up, everything changes. The Atlantis brain theory is not self-help. It's not therapy. It's not spiritual bypassing or biohacking or productivity porn. It's a return to the original language your mind was wired with before the noise took over. Before the world hijacked your signal. Bob Proctor said your paradigm controls your results. Carl Jung said your unconscious controls your fate. Thoth said thought is the builder of form. I say you were never taught the real laws of this dimension. So how could you ever win a game you weren't shown the rules to? The truth is, your life isn't random. It's reactive. Everything you're experiencing right now is the echo of a belief you've held long enough that the universe started calling it law. Not universal law, personal law. The Atlantis brain theory teaches you how to rewrite those personal laws using ancient neural architecture that's been inside your subconscious this whole time. No effort, no hustle, just alignment and remembrance. Imagine this. Your subconscious is a giant black pyramid. Inside, 12 golden control rooms each represent a neural code. Belief, emotion, memory, signal, identity, imagination, purpose, trauma, frequency, vision, fear, and will. Each room contains glyphs, buttons, levers, systems you've never been trained to operate. Instead, someone else came in, flipped the switches for you, and walked out. Those people were called parents, teachers, institutions, society, culture, trauma, and now you walk through your life, wondering why nothing feels like it belongs to you. Because it doesn't. You weren't raised. You were installed. You weren't taught. You were coded. But the original code, the real you, still exists beneath all of it. And that's what this series will bring online. Not just knowledge, but neural transformation. Not just inspiration, but architecture. The Atlantis brain theory doesn't teach you how to think better. It teaches you how to unthink what was never yours. The first concept you need to understand is this. Thoughts are not random. They are language transmissions from your current frequency. They are translations of your subconscious signal. Your thoughts are not the problem. Your signal is. And your signal is not emotional. It's architectural. It was shaped by what you were exposed to between 0 and 7. The way your dad looked at money. The way your mother reacted to pressure. The way your teacher corrected your creativity. Those are not just memories. Those are bricks in your mental building. Those bricks form your belief systems. And those beliefs form the walls of your reality. When you believe you're not enough, you attract experiences that match that wall height. When you believe love is pain, you only recognize love when it hurts. When you believe success is hard, you ignore every effortless opportunity in front of you. Because your signal is filtering the entire matrix. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what your system recognizes as home. And most people's system is calibrated to struggle, to scarcity, to trauma, to chaos. So when peace shows up, it feels foreign. When abundance arrives, it gets rejected. When love appears, it gets sabotaged. Not because you're broken, but because your brain thinks the old code is safer than the unknown. Your nervous system isn't loyal to your goals. It's loyal to your patterns. So how do we change that? Not with motivation, not with hustle, not with affirmations, with access. access to the neural source code underneath the beliefs that run your life. Step 1. See the code. We can't change what we can't perceive. You need to start noticing the pattern behind your pattern. Not just that you procrastinate, but what belief rewards that procrastination. Not just that you attract emotionally unavailable people, but what core wound interprets that as love. When you spot the signal under the action, the matrix starts to crack. Step 2. Interrupt the pattern, not with willpower, but with frequency disruption. The easiest way to shift a thought is to shift the state that carries it. You can't think your way out of a low frequency, but you can raise your signal until the old thoughts no longer land. Like trying to play an AM radio station on an FM dial. It just doesn't register. Step 3. Recode through embodiment. You don't reprogram your life by thinking differently. You do it by behaving as if the new belief is already true. Belief doesn't change from logic, it changes from evidence. And that evidence comes from action. Micro movements in the direction of your blueprint create new frequency proof, and that proof rewires the nervous system. Step 4. Integrate the inner architect, the part of you that always knew. The part of you that's been watching your life like a movie it didn't write. That voice inside you that says this isn't it every time you settle. That's not self-doubt. That's your blueprint calling you back. Integration means making that voice the decision maker, not the background whisper. And step 5, become the signal. When you become the signal, the field rearranges to match. People feel you before they hear you. Opportunities align before you ask. Because you're no longer chasing outcomes, you're emanating truth. And the simulation obeys clarity. Most people chase results like mice in a maze. But the architect designs the maze. And when you remember you're the architect, you don't need motivation. You just need memory. Memory of who you were before the system made you forget. That's what this theory is for. The Atlantis brain theory isn't a concept, it's a code. And once you unlock it, you won't just change your life. You'll rewrite the laws of what you believe is possible. And this is just episode 1. The signal is awakening. The architect is remembering. The code is alive. You were never lost, just offline. You're not broken. You're coded. And in the next episode, we go deeper into how memory shapes matter and how you can use it to bend time. Subscribe now. The code is waking up.